he was supposed to be coming inside of my house, invading the house. I was coming down the stairs, and he comes behind me. He lifts me up, and he drags me down these stairs. And he was really a big guy. He was like, 6'6", I think, or something.
It happened on the set of Beverly Hills 90210, a show known for drama, but this was real. They were filming a scene where a character breaks into the house. Gabrielle Carteris was coming down the stairs, acting the moment, when the scene shifted from performance to something dangerous. The actor playing the intruder was far larger, far stronger. He lifted her. Not gently. Not as part of choreography. He lifted her by the neck and dragged her down the stairs. Over and over they rehearsed it. Over and over he lifted her again. It was meant to look convincing on camera, but for Gabrielle it became something else entirely. Later, she described the experience as terrifying. A moment where the line between acting and harm disappeared. Sets are supposed to be controlled environments. Everyone is supposed to be safe. But sometimes things go wrong. Days passed. Then the symptoms began. At first it was small. An odd numbness, a strange feeling in her face. Then the numbness grew. Parts of her face stopped responding. Muscles that once moved naturally refused to cooperate. Headaches arrived, severe and relentless, like pressure building inside her skull. She looked in the mirror and didn't recognize what she saw. Her face had changed. Not dramatically to the world but to her. Expressions that once came easily now felt stiff. Movement felt limited. She described it as looking like the Joker, a comparison born from shock and the distortion she felt in her own reflection. It wasn't about appearance. It was about control. About losing something fundamental, the ability to express herself the way she once could. Doctors explained what had happened. The injury had triggered a form of paralysis, affecting nerves and muscle function. It wasn't just physical. It impacted her speech. It made communication harder. Recovery would take time, years of therapy, medical treatment, and patience. There were no quick fixes. Healing was a process. Some days were better than others. Progress came slowly. Small victories mattered. Speaking more clearly, regaining movement, rebuilding strength. It wasn't the kind of recovery seen in movies, where everything resolves in an hour. It was real life. Messy, gradual, and demanding resilience. Gabrielle ultimately filed a lawsuit and won. The legal outcome acknowledged that something wrong had happened. Accountability mattered. But the deeper story wasn't about courtrooms or settlements. It was about a person confronting unexpected trauma and deciding how to move forward. She stepped away from acting, a career that had defined much of her public identity. Instead, she pursued leadership and service, focusing on work that aligned with her values. Sometimes life forces change. Not every ending is a failure. Sometimes it becomes the start of something new. Stories like this remind us that entertainment often hides human reality. Actors play roles, but they are still people, employees working in environments that must prioritize safety. When something goes wrong, it matters how we respond. Accountability matters. Care matters. Understanding matters. The glamour of Hollywood can distract from the fact that sets are workplaces, and every workplace deserves respect and protection. Gabrielle Carteris's experience was painful, but it also shaped her journey. She didn't disappear. She didn't give up. She redirected her energy toward causes that mattered to her, proving that identity is not confined to a single career or public image. Life can change suddenly. Injuries, physical or emotional, can alter the path forward, but they do not erase the possibility of growth. This story isn't just about one incident on a television set. It's about resilience. It's about how people respond to challenges they never expected. It's about the importance of listening when someone shares their experience, believing them, and acknowledging that healing takes time. The world often celebrates success and glamour, but real strength exists in recovery and perseverance. Gabrielle's journey continues. Like all of us, she has chapters, some bright, some difficult. The lesson is not that pain defines a person, but that how they respond to it shapes their story. We can learn from experiences like this. To value safety, to respect boundaries, and to understand that every individual carries stories we may never fully see. Life is complex. Healing is gradual. And growth is always possible.